Hello and welcome back to, what's this game called? Honkai Star Rail. Yes. Let's do one of these. Two of them, actually.
I shall be the judge.
Beauty is eternal. We'll protect old beauty.
Together as one. Human creations. Recount.
Wretched and fleet.
Okay, the agenda for today.
We'll protect old beauty.
I think I'm going to do the
I
emo
shall be the
dolls.
judge. Time for a buzz.
Flesh.
Recount. The Ten
Let's
Lords
see.
decree, hereby ordained.
Don't quite remember.
Is eternal.
I could do the event.
We'll protect old beauty.
I don't think the
Time for
event's
a
gonna run out
buzz.
anytime soon.
Wretched and fleet.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll protect old beauty.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Converge and awaken. Human creations.
Beauty is eternal.
No matter. Yin and yang.
We'll protect old beauty.
I shall be the judge.
Wretched and fleet.
Time for a buzz.
Beauty is eternal. We'll protect old beauty.
This is double speed. Together as one. Human creations. Recount. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
We'll protect old beauty. Flesh wound.
I shall be the judge.
Wretched and fleeting.
Time for a buzz. Recount.
Beauty is eternal. We'll protect old beauty.
Time for a buzz. Converge and awaken. I shall be the judge. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained. Time for a buzz.
Wretched and fleeting. We'll protect old beauty. We'll protect old beauty.
Time for a buzz. Human creations.
Wretched and fleeting. We'll protect old beauty.
This is double speed. Together as one. Recount. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
We'll protect old beauty. We'll protect old beauty.
I shall be the judge. Recount.
Beauty is eternal.
Time for a buzz. Human creations. I shall be the judge. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
We'll protect old beauty. We'll protect old beauty.
Yin and yang. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Converge and awaken.
Beauty is eternal.
Alright, let's look at our menu. Oh, whoops. Getting too used to, fucking hell. Wuthering Waves controls. It's kinda plaguing my mind. Corrupting it. Well, anyway, I should do the Echo of War. Maybe next time. Pure fiction, 8 days. We got plenty of time. Alright, the Legend of Galactic Baseballer, 15 days. 15 days. Alright, I could do this. Let's see how they go. So we have 15 days. Maybe I'll do it next time. The event summon.
Time to get vigilant. Time for a shot. Nap time. Everything is... Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Here I come! Follow hook if you wanna... Scared yet? Oh, let's see.
Strike first. Just getting started.
Naughty child. Nap time. That hurt. Dodge this!
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly! Give up. Step out of it.
Want to see what I can do? Dodge this! Nap time.
Don't get cocky. Was I seeing?
We have the upper hand.
Restless Vagrant.
Let's make it quick. Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Too late to repent.
Enemy target ready for another.
Man, where's Arlen?
Infallible.
I want an Arlen.
Our fortune is clouded. No matter.
What, do they think like Push one's supposed to be a DPS or something.
Judgment is here.
Where's there no
Let's
DPS?
go.
Except for the male Stell.
Just a scratch. I see through you. Converge and awake.
Trailblazer.
Human creations.
For your sins.
Yin and yang. A thousand wonders to fight as one.
Rules are made to be broken.
Can we talk? Seize the moment. A quick divination.
Let's go.
I've lost my way.
Boot Hill. I wonder how he works.
Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded.
He only has one gun? No.
Waiting in line for a bullet.
I want to see what this does.
Bring it on.
Down select the target with fanning and a hammer.
Enemy targets detected. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
All of you stand still. Bring it on, Booker. Draw. Here's your final reward.
Ah, so he's kind of like elation, huh?
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore.
He has to pose as well. Where's the sand? Where's the sand coming from? It's got 3 charges.
There are only 2 kinds of people in the world. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
The fuck? Did he miss?
Waiting in line for a bullet. Let's do it. Fair and square.
I don't know why you wouldn't impair him, but whatever.
Fire! I didn't say I can't break.
We have the upper hand. Enough. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Let's do it. Time's up.
Nap time.
Let's go. Bring it on. Those with the loaded gun.
Oh, it's just like sure you.
Commencing support.
And he puts physical weakness on them. I see. Okay. So that's how he does it.
Lend me your strength.
Kind of like Silver Wolf. Except Silver Wolf is random.
There's your reward.
That'll take more than medicine.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's duel. Time's up.
So it's hunt. Makes sense. He is a Galaxy Ranger. Very nice. Alright. Where do I want to go? Penacony. Clock Studios. What's this? Stop Clock, investigate the argument at the theme park. Damn it. Getting confused. I guess I should check this out first. And there's this as well. I'll go discover that first. Damn it. Yeah, I should have done all the emo dolls here. Yeah, there should be no problems. What's going on here? Ah, the actors. With the family. I was trying to kick you when you're down. Glocky will always belong to Clock Studios and Mr. Watchmaker. You family people can never have it. Sir, please calm down. I'm here to help you on behalf of the Iris family. The lovely Clocky has brought immense wealth to Penacony. Now that he's in a bind, the kind and powerful Miss Note is ready to lend a hand. Oh? Is Miss Note actually the head of the Iris family? I'm sorry, but Clocky isn't in any trouble. Nor does he need such hypocritical goodwill. Are you sure? The financial report of your company seems to tell a different tale, though. The patent is about to expire. The chairman has gone missing and the commemorative movie has been postponed. The urgent reopening of the theme park despite the accident is your way to ease the cash flow pressure, right? How is Clock Studios going to solve all these problems without the family's help? Is there anyone outside the silver screen that can save the company with clockwork? Believe it or not, there actually is. Take court upon me. I have arrived. Oh? I'm sorry, guest. We're in the middle of a business discussion here. Please bear with us. Why are you having it here? Why not have it, like, I don't know, in the boardroom or something? Wait, why don't you let the guests give you the most genuine feedback? Just look at Clock Studios theme park right now. The most iconic silver screen is broken, and the sky is all gloomy, and the Dream Jolt troupe is walking all over the place. That's true. Clock Studios can't even dish out enough funds to fix the place, yet they want to open the doors and start operating ASAP. How ridiculous. Hey guest, let's hear your take. Do you think this dangerous, lifeless, and ill-maintained theme park can be a good recreational spot? I don't think so. No, not really. How thrilling, just the way I like it. Do like Pavilion is more fun. Who? Where? I'll just mention it. Alas, it's a shame that the theme park has even less pool than our office now. Alright, that's where Sunday's office is. Anyway, I must remind you that Dulai Pavilion isn't somewhere you can come and go at will. I'm a VIP again. Now your audience's feedback is your answer. You are shooting yourselves in the foot with your futile effort to turn things around. Even so, we never sell, Clucky. Please see yourself out. Alright. I'm sure you'll come to your senses sooner or later. However, there might no longer be such a generous offer on the table by the time Clock Studio files for bankruptcy with the Alfalfa family. Darn it. There's no rush, so I suggest you sleep on my offer. I'll take my leave now. All that blasted Irish family. What should we do now? Seems like we can only pin our hopes on Dreamjoy Memoir now. But, Mr. Watchmaker... Well, let's not bother our guest with our problems. Get back to work. Stopped clock, once upon a Dreamville. Hello? That was just a minor business dispute. I'm sorry you had to see it. My name is Peace. Pissy? Picey? Piss. Pisk. The producer for the Clucky franchise. Welcome to the Cluck Studios theme park. Why are you dressed like this? You look familiar. Holy Stellaroni. Clucky? That's right. It's Clucky, the mascot of Penacony and the brightest star in Dreamville. All our cast members are dressed up as the characters in Clucky for the recent reopening of the theme park. We want to look more approachable while interacting with the audience. By the way, please don't mind what the lady said just now. We're having a minor budget issue. Cluck Studios will never go under that easily, I think. What kind of issue? Money issue. As you know, Cluck Studios was established by the mysterious watchmaker. The tycoon has been at the helm of the company's development behind the scenes. Clucky only gets to see its success today thanks to his business acumen and wild imagination. Yet we lost touch with him a while back, and the company's been a rudderless drift since then. We keep losing ground in the market competition as a result. What's the family after? The representative made us an offer to buy the copyrights of Clucky, claiming that they were trying to save the company. That's just baloney. There's no point in keeping Cluck Studios if it means losing Clucky. Is there a solution to fix this? There is. We've been preparing a film series to commemorate the 500th anniversary of Clucky called Dreamjoy Memoir. 500th. So it's been 500 years. I really like their 500 years. Let's see. It's a much anticipated piece that is a collection of all Clocky stories over the past 5 centuries. If we get to release the series, I believe we can turn the tide with the box office earnings and fund the refurbishment of the theme park. Thing is, the film reels of the series were severely damaged in the earlier accident. Despite our best efforts to repair them, we can only salvage some fragmented scenes, mixed with scrapped storylines. We have to re-edit it. Alas, who would have seen the Watchmaker's disappearance coming? As the director of the film, and every crew member knows that Clocky's story is inspired by his experiences. However, none of us knows much about his background, nor do we dare to take on the director's role without authorization. I guess it's up to me. For Clocky's future, please keep us posted if you know anything about the Watchmaker's whereabouts or someone who's familiar with his story. I'm familiar with the Watchmaker's story. I don't really know. Good luck. I'm familiar. I can be the director. Really? Now isn't the time to joke around. I'm telling the truth. It was in the invitation letter. It's not that I find you untrustworthy, but there are simply too many things that are untrue in dreams. I'd appreciate if you could show me some proof. Invitation. See you, Mr. Watchmaker's guest. Please forgive my rudeness. Still, it only proves that Mr. Watchmaker invited you here. Doesn't mean you know him well. Yeah, I got his hat. This is Mr. Watchmaker's hat. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is it. He was wearing this hat when I met him. I heard it's something very important to him, but now it's in your hands. I understand you, guest. You may be the only one who can save the Dreamjoy memoir movie series now, although I killed him. Please follow me to the theater. I'll show you the work Mr. Watchmaker left behind. Seeing that this is your first time doing any editing, I'll guide you through the basics. Are you ready? Ready. I'm not ready. Why can't I not skip this? TikTok, the Watchmaker left behind a lot of raw story snippets that need to be edited before they can be released. Now let's practice our editing skills in a chronometer chronicle film first. Begin edit. Dreamjoy memoir. TikTok, every Dreamjoy memoir film contains multiple chapters. You see the completed film snippets at the start of the chapter. Go and take a look. The story we're about to tell happened a long time ago. The Clocky from back then wasn't some Dreamville superstar, but lived on a ship called the Compass. TikTok, I'm Clocky, the most awesome crew member on the Compass. Now, ships been to plenty of places and encountered plenty of danger, but we also made plenty of friends. This voyage has been the most fun ever. Across this vast sea, there are many wondrous new lands. It's our crew's goal to explore the rest of the uncharted world. Let me tell you about our adventures. The flooded Watch City, the ever-spinning Screw Kingdom, the gold sand town beneath the Aurora. Which would you like to listen to first? Different planets, huh? Hold it, TikTok. The navigators, Master Hat, and Armchair Boy are calling for us. Our ship's about to set off. Instead of just hearing my tales, why not experience it for yourself? Get on board and live the adventure with the Compass. The Compass is setting off once more. I wonder what interesting wonders you encounter with Clocky. Is an unedited story snippet? You'll need to determine their duration. Starts to represent the duration of the snippet, drag it into the plot content to start editing. The compass sets off towards the unknown, but the ocean seems unwilling to let the compass travel unimpeded, thrashing up ferocious waves and damaging the hull of the ship. Take note that different amounts of time invested will bring about different emotion changes and various story content as well. These are the emotional inclinations we bring to the audience. A good movie should encompass a variety of emotions, and they should never be allowed to hit zero. Okay. As a film is completed, it will undergo an internal screening where it must meet the specified targets in order to proceed. Hold on, let's keep editing. Golden story snippets represent interesting storylines which will always increase audience emotions. Gray story snippets represent somber storylines which will always decrease audience emotions. We need to dedicate as much time to interesting stories as possible while editing. And that also allows for quick allocation of time. At a time, it's quite convenient. Let's keep editing. Lucky relies on his own determination to walk out of the storm. Despite his frozen gears, he smiles and chirps out an optimistic tick-tock. The compass arrives at a gloomy town shrouded in the darkness. Somehow the sun is getting dimmer and dimmer, making the townsfolk grow despondent. Glunky and his chums set off to discover the secret behind the disappearing sunlight. Remaining X1. Greenhorn. Clucky lights up the small town and the bomb heads gather up at the site of the flames, but the townsfolk have already been evacuated, and all that remains back at the town is gunpowder awaiting detonation. Without any sun, the bleak little town gradually becomes doomed and the townsfolk want to flee. With the compass out, the despair of the lack of energy and food, Lucky has to help cheer them up. Jamie Shabbat broke out his cold sweat, almost sick as well. But all the ales, this is my favorite one. The film's better than drinking so glad. Simply to peak. Peak? Internal screening passed. Nice. TikTok, we're about to enter the next stage of editing. Put the story dice in. To reignite the sun over the gloomy town, Master Hat drags the brim of his hat and flies off to the sky, leaving the remaining bomb heads up into the dark skies. Creme de la creme. Full axe. Clucky has spent plenty of time on the compass. Many passengers come and go on the ship, but Clucky has never let it stop his own voyage. TikTok, have you heard? Master Hat can't journey with us anymore due to an accident. He may look intimidating, but he actually cares greatly about the crew. He even taught me all he knew about navigation. I really miss him. My friend, do you think we'll also have to leave the compass one day? I really hope that day never comes. I haven't gotten tired of the vast seas yet. Let's go continue on our adventure to seek out even more new lands together. Armed with nothing but his curiosity and a minor hesitation in his clocky cogs, Clucky follows the compass on yet another voyage. What dangers will he encounter on this journey? May he find a place where he can plant his roots. Blue represents normal story snippets. When increasing one type of audience emotion, they also decrease. Okay. The compass visits the Mirror Kingdom, which does not welcome outsiders. The crew is stopped outside the palace, and they're helpless with no choice but for Clucky to help them come up with a way out. Clucky strolls throughout the palace by night, and bumps into a rather curious Miss Mirror. She's the princess here with a breathtakingly vast knowledge, despite having never ever left the palace before. Green represents continuous story snippets, and you need to invest enough time to gain emotions. Oh, I see. Clocky sneaks back to the compass, but he's still thinking about Mirror Princess. It would be great if she could board the compass too. He has yet to realize that Mirror Princess has already appeared on the boat. Boat? Effective when conditions met. To catch Mirror Princess, King Frame sends a large number of troops to hunt down the compass, but they have never sailed in the deep blue ocean, and instead tumbled to the bottom of the sea, one after the other. They all died. Captain Revolver and Clocky are driven out of the border town. Misunderstood by his colleagues, Captain Revolver is very sad, but the crew of the Compass accepts him. Clocky invites him to be a guard aboard the boat. Captain Revolver? Tyranno? Compass arrives at the border village, where everything seems disorderly. The villagers inform the crew about a bad guy called Captain Revolver who lives here. He wants to try and hurt the kind Chief Lizard by burning down the village. In battle, Captain Revolver tells Clocky a secret, that actually it's Chief Lizard who is the bad guy. He wants to use the fire to back the villagers into a corner and sell off all the homeless to crocodile traders. Nice. TikTok Golden Story snippets can raise multiple audience emotions at once. A letter arrives at the Compass. The crocodile traders are inviting the Compass to come and discover the town's secrets over at Nightmareville. Really, Nightmareville? Clocky soon becomes best mates with Mirror Princess and Captain Revolver. Ah, so Mirror Princess is supposed to be, Rosalina. I see. Their sharp wits solve all kinds of problems for the Compass, while their whimsical natures also cause all kinds of problems. I haven't been this through it in a while, let's watch it again. It was better than drinking Soul Glad, simply too peak. Not only was it thrilling, but it's also got flavors of absurdity and satire. This flick is one in a million. Alright. I wish I could actually see it. The night before arriving in Nightmareville, Clocky has a strange dream about a sea of fire, a swath of darkness, a vast wasteland, and a glorious paradise. Surely it can't be more thrilling, right? Eve of departure. Ending. After the feast, everyone is deep in sleep. Only Clocky remains awake. He gazes at the faraway Nightmareville from the deck, eagerly anticipating the next adventure. TikTok, this whole trip has been super fun. We've gained plenty of new friends on board, like the clever Mirror Princess and the formidable Captain Revolver. But more and more crew members are leaving the Compass. Each time we embark on new lands, a bunch of friends will alight. TikTok, what do you think they are abandoning their journey? Are they growing weary of it, or have they found another journey beyond the Great Sea? TikTok, is that the legendary Nightmareville? Armchair Boy said this place is fraught with unknown dangers. But don't be afraid, with me and my comrades around, you'll definitely turn out fine. Sleep tight, friend. We're going to begin our grand adventure tomorrow. Tonight, Clocky has a dream. A very, very long dream, even longer than any of his voyages. The Compass is about to dock at Nightmareville. What challenges will Clocky encounter here? Will he and his comrades save the day? And will Clocky's voyage continue? No, because Nightmareville is actually Penacony. Or Penal Colony, or, Australia. Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dream Joy Memoir Part 2, The Dream Scare Crusade. TikTok, Star Flicks, editing is done. Good job. Let's go film reel for extra stories, which are about the supporting characters. Brother Hanu's Extras film reel contains the extra content of the animated film series Clocky Dream Joy Memoir, telling the story of Dreamville's big brother Hanu, and extremely cool. Oh, hello, Ishin. Head to the theme park. I'm surprised you mastered the production techniques of Dreamscape animation so quickly. Your editing style, performance, and plot arrangement are just like Mr. Watchmaker's. You've done a terrific job. It's too easy. Come on. Is that my voice? Yes. I'm currently sick. So yeah. It's very raspy. Dear guest, director, I'd like to sincerely invite you on behalf of Clock Studios to join the production team of the Dreamjoy Memoir animation. That's it? I'm the director now? I didn't say I wanted the job. My services are expensive. Yeah. I want to get paid in stellar jade. Don't worry. Clock Studios are bound to rise once this series hits the cinemas. We'll surely pay you handsomely when the time comes. The other film reels of the Dreamjoy Memoir series will also be restored one by one. Once the editing is completed, they are ready to be released. By the way, during the editing work just now, you should have received an extra story reel, no? Be right back. Yeah, my voice is only this deep because I'm sick. It's not usually this deep. This is the material used to shoot extra stories. You can find animators to complete this extra story. Those animation-obsessed artists are all wearing various characters as headwear. You should be able to identify them immediately. Filming extra stories for characters is a glorious tradition that Clock Studios has continued to the very present. The characters who didn't get to be fully shaped in the main flick can showcase their uniqueness in extra stories and gain more popularity. Do you have time now? Let me explain the details. Can I not say don't go on? Oh, go on. Creating Dreamjoy Memoir, I think this is the event. Extras is the duty of other animators, but they'll definitely need help. The obtained film reels can unlock the production plan for Brother Hanu's Extras. Go. It's right next to me. So we got 6. Mr. Soda, Origami Bird, Old Man Wood, Hamster Bull Knight, and Boss Stone. I assume this guy is the main story. Should I do the main story before I do the extra stories? I think I should. Dreamjoy Memoir. Lycona Ward. Extra story 3. I see. Yeah, so there's quite a few stories here. Let's do it. More stories. Filming extra stories for the characters' glorious tradition. Okay, I have to do this extras first. Fisk asked me to find you and make the extra stories. I'm not ready yet. Drop the act already. Quit it. Director, it's not that I look down on this job. It's just that there are a few things about the Brother Hanu story that still bug me. Tell me, what kind of person is Brother Hanu exactly? I'm not entirely sure. Even people who know nothing about history should still have heard of who Brother Hanu was modeled after. Hanunu, the one who liberated Penacony. Yeah, I know that. I don't know him personally. He was the one who broke the IPC's hold over the prison and named it Penacony. Yet Penacony has never seemed to thank this hero. I don't ever recall seeing his statue or hearing his theme song in the dreams. Maybe he never existed. Maybe someone out there is hiding his story. Hey, don't make fun of me, that ain't cool. But if you want to tell a tale about Brother Hanu, you have to understand a little bit more about this mysterious character. I spent a long time gathering up info to find out what kind of person Hanunu actually was, while somehow turned up 3 different stories. What were they? The first story I found was from a Penaconic Grand Museum, where an information board claimed Hanunu was a merciless criminal who had committed a flurry of serious felonies. Well, yeah, he probably was a felon. That's why it was inside the penal colony. He waged war on the Montour system prior to his imprisonment that cost millions of innocent lives, and despite freeing Penacony using brutal means, it was those same brutal means that turned Penacony into a nightmare. The executed corpses piled up as high as the mountains under his cruel regime. With war and disaster ravaging the world, lots of material in the museum recounted horrors of the time, and there's probably no reason for the family to have faked any of that. The family, huh? What was the second one? The second story I heard was from the history professor at the Paperfold Academy. He told me Hanunu was a righteous and selfless hero. Conflicting, eh? According to this professor, Hanunu has been set up and wrongfully imprisoned. He was a kind and courageous Harbeck werewolf. So he was a werewolf. Who could not bear to see his fellow inmates suffering, and so he led them in an uprising against the tyranny of the IPC. After winning the battle, he chose to cede power as the biggest hero and established a system of different lineages. He defended this world's freedom as the leader of the Hounds, and fought for Penacony in the barren dreamscape, right until the eve of his death. What about the third one? As for the third story, it might sound a little outrageous, but it's some unofficial story that I read about in Primal Waking Library. Hanunu was just an ordinary Azdana wild wolf. It's just a wolf? No, a werewolf? At the frontier prison, suppression of inmates had reached a zenith. However, nobody dared to fire the last shot until an out-of-control wild wolf stormed into the prison and bit an IPC guard, triggering mutiny among the inmates. Following independence, the prisoners used this wolf to build up the hero of Penacony's independence, Hanunu, but he never actually existed. It's just a romantic legend. Maybe as part of the Enigmata. That's why there's so many different stories. Makes sense. Then it was Hanunu that created Gallagher, most likely. Which of these 3 prototypes, criminal, hero, or wolf, do you think is the real Hanunu? Think carefully about it. I'll write a Brother Hanu story based on your answer. Merciless criminal, righteous selfless hero, and a Dino wolf. None of them feels super accurate. So what? We're making an animation, not doing a historical documentary, so just pick your favorite one. Whether it's true or false would impact the ticket sales. A feeling Hanunu was actually a woman. A merciless criminal, why not? Skeleton as Dana Wolf. Got it. Brother Hanu is a fabrication representing a beautiful hope. Alright then, I'll write this Brother Hanu extra story based on the idea you picked. Hanu animator starts scribbling down an extra story about Brother Hanu. Now it's done. Our extra story is going to be a bestseller. I'll leave the script in your good hands, then director. Keep exploring for more Brother Hanu stories inside Dreamjoy Memoir. Anime begins to promote the extra story of the Dreamjoy Memoir, in which you are involved, attracting the attention of tourists. Next year's commercial is done. Time to continue editing Dreamjoy Memoir. Well, that's it. Brother Hanu's Extras. An extra story of the Clocky Dreamville animation series produced by Clock Studios. It explores the past and future of various characters in Dreamville. Note, this story takes place in a different timeline from that of the main series. So what? Our work now is done. Wanna chat? Alright, what do you want to talk about? About Brother Hanu. Brother Hanu was the top brasser in Dreamville. This is not Trailblazer, this is an event. Dreamjoy Memoir. Needing the townsfolk to rise against Boss Stone before Clocky's compass arrived in town. He's Clocky's most trustworthy partner, having saved Dreamville with his sharp eyesight and rocket launcher from disaster multiple times. If Clocky is Dreamville's star celeb, Bellawog, and Old Man Wood is its big backer, then Brother Hanu's got to be Dreamville's big hero. About Hanunu. I've been investigating this for a long time. I still don't know who Hanunu actually is. Even if he really does exist, he's a historical figure that must have been thousands of years old. Would Mr. Watchmaker really know him? About I don't know why, but Brother Hanu only makes this noise in the animation. Actually saves us lots of money on voice acting. I wonder what Mr. Watchmaker meant by this design. Perhaps Hanunu is also someone of very few words? Let's catch up another time. So long. By the end of this, I hope that this thing gets fixed. I mean, I'll still have that red stuff on the sky, but at least the screen will be fixed, right? Director, have you already finished making Brother Hanu's extra story? I heard that the extra you shot explored Hanu's past from all kinds of angles. The animator for Brother Hanu can't stop praising your narrative skills. The animator is usually known for his arrogance, so I'm gonna need you to help him come up with some ideas. We're really sorry about this. That's alright. What about the reward? Show me a token of your appreciation. Yeah. Show me some stellar jades. So like the production team's been a bit stretched on the budget side of things recently. I hope you understand. There's beating that's to follow is still editing the movie. The refurbishment fund of the theme park, the fate of the Clock Studios, Mr. Watchmaker's expectation, and the future of future of Clocky. They're all in your hands, director. Alright, begin editing. Come and complete the editing work. Alright. Just finish editing. Let's keep going. Dream Scare Crusade. So there's 5 movies. Easy. Clocky and the Compass arrived at Nightmareville, a town overrun by alligators. only to find it in utter chaos. Glocky and his crew decided to investigate the situation. Oh, it splits. That's interesting. How does this work? Honk honk. The horn wails as the compass docks in Nightmareville. Tick-tock, this is Nightmareville? This town is really deserted. Truly nightmarish, like its namesake. Tick-tock, listen, some strange noise came from one of the streets ahead. Let's take a look. What secrets lie hidden within this gloomy and creepy Nightmareville? Let's follow in Clocky's footsteps and tread along this adventure. Somewhat high dramatic. Okay. The crew steps out into the streets of Nightmareville and sees for themselves the desolate wasteland. Frames lick at dilapidated wooden houses of flames, and hungry crocodiles roam through the ruins. Clocky and the crew come across an intoxicated soda bottle and wants to give the crew the bubbly potion in his hand. Gurgle, I'm Mr. Soda. Would you new friends like to buy a few bottles of Soul Glad? During the prison time, huh? Oh, it changed. Tick-tock, what's going on here? Clocky's curiosity drives him to keep pushing on. Clocky doesn't want to drink Mr. Soda's soda, but the crew buys quite a few bottles. It's hard to refuse a bottle of soda that itself is selling soda. That's the power of image marketing. What, don't they realize they're in a dream? Clocky and the crew find an abandoned oh wait, let's do this one first. One cool dude named Brother Hanu stumbles across the crew inside the mine. Faced with these strangers, he makes his totally cool grunting sound before lifting up his rocket launcher without a second's hesitation. Clocky chooses to beg for mercy, but Brother Hanu arrests everyone. Tick-tock, we were dancing to the jailhouse clock. Oh, was he a guard? Clocky and the crew find an abandoned mine, stacked with sparkling gems, which seem to be the town's treasure vault. Clocky fixes his gaze on it. This has got to be worth good money. Stealing. Clocky doesn't care about the crew telling him not to do this, and instead takes many gems. Tick-tock, you don't really think that those whose stuff you're taking when you usually open up chests, do you? No, never. I just want my loot. Okay, this is bad. Mr. Sona appeared once again before Clocky and is seemingly a friend of Brother Hanu. He sought to resolve the conflict between Brother Hanu and the crew, earnestly advising Brother Hanu to stop. Brother Hanu heeded Mr. Soda's advice and temporarily set aside his hostility, let out an unwilling With Brother Hanu's permission, Mr. Soda tells the story of Nightmareville to the crew, who all listen attentively. The townsfolk here suffer crocodile attacks all year round, and it wasn't until a shooting star fell that Brother Hanu started leading everyone to rise up. Only after hearing this story does Clocky come to really admire courageous Brother Hanu. Tick-tock, you're brave. Okay. I think... oh, we will suffer in all accounts. But I don't want to suffer in dramatic, so I'll do this as one. At night, Boss Stone launches a sudden ambush on Brother Hanu's stronghold. The crew and townsfolk have nowhere to retreat and are forced to fight off the wicked crocodiles. Faced with combat, Brother Hanu lets out a confident "huh" to leave everyone feeling at ease. As the crew is talking with Brother Hanu, many crocodiles storm their way out, with massive crocodile leading all of them. Brother Hanu tastes the wrath of Boss Stone. Brother Hanu leads everyone to hack their way out of the encirclement, and a bloody battle is fought. After barely escaping death, everyone is gripped with that lingering fear. Tick-tock, I feel I'm about to stop ticking. Mirror Princess was seriously injured during the battle against the crocodiles, and her mirror has been covered in scratches. She falls into a deep sleep, and her life hangs in the balance still. Without saying a word, and with complete disregard for personal safety, Brother Hanu plucks herbal medicine out from the crocodile's jaws, and heals the princess. But this isn't a romance drama. The princess doesn't fall in love with him or anything. Alright, good to know. No smiles and tears, I just felt the meaning of life again. After settling so glad and Pentecost for all these years, I thought myself dry of tears. In the face of fate, 1,000 words can only assemble to become a sigh. Clocky and Brother Hanu temporarily defeat Boss Stone, but if the crocodiles don't leave, Nightmareville will always remain locked in nightmares. Good-hearted Clocky and the crew would never turn a blind eye to this. They decided to help Brother Hanu and the townsfolk take back their happiness. Tick-tock, the crew of the campus is truly loyal. The crocodile enemy. 4X. After an arduous battle, the crew and townsfolk emerge victorious, fending off the vile Boss Stone. But Brother Hanu tells Clocky that Boss Stone still has many lackeys and will soon make a comeback. Tick-tock, so the crocodile trader was scamming us. No riots are going on here. It's because the townsfolk had enough and started revolting. The crocodile baddies are about to run out of luck. The compass crew will never sit idly by against ruffians that oppress the innocent. Tick-tock, before the next voyage begins, we must rid the town of crocodiles and allow its residents to return to their peaceful lives. Let's go, friend. Let's team up with Brother Hanu to defeat Boss Stone. The compass's crew elects to help Brother Hanu. Clock also rushes into the fray, his doll brimming with justice and compassion. But this isn't some playground tumble. It's an actual war. A war that is far more brutal than Clocky can imagine. Boss Stone is far more powerful. Now let's do this one first. Brother Hanu and Clocky come across Sister Wildflower, who is currently being hunted by Lieutenant Chitters. Tut, if you want my help, hurry up and save me. Brother Hanu effortlessly rescues Sister Wildflower, who gives Brother Hanu a flower. Tick-tock. Here's the gossip. Hanu was totally blushing. Boss Stone is far more powerful than the townsfolk force that Brother Hanu leads. If they want any hope of defeating Boss Stone, the entire population of Nightmareville is going to have to team up. Good-hearted Clocky and his crew would never turn a blind eye to this. They decide to help Brother Hanu and the townsfolk take back their happiness. Tick-tock, the crew of the compass is truly loyal. Okay, want to raise drama. So let's do this first. Clocky meets shopkeeper Leaf, who used to be one of Boss Stone's lackeys. You want my help? Let me tell me what's in it for me. Clocky takes out a piece of treasure from the compass, and this covetous one instantly joins the squad. Tick-tock, shouldn't we sign a service contract first? Clocky comes across a crybaby who also happens to be one of the townsfolk captured by Boss Stone. If you want my help, then you're gonna have to tell me a sob story. Clocky tells the story of Master Hat. That's a real tearjerker. I hope you'll be even sadder in the future. Wait, what? Be even sadder? That's not nice. Tick-tock, the story and snippets here will amplify the emotional gain from other plotlines. Keep in mind to make good use of them. What? Multiplier. You obtain increased multiplier. Effective when conditions are met. Okay. Seeing Brother Hanu's squad gradually grow, Boss Stone starts to become worried. He decides to launch an ambush on Brother Hanu's panic room. Why, he knows where it is? Striking while they're unprepared. Boss Stone launches an ambush. Many townsfolk are injured in the attack. TikTok, they don't have any respect. Brother Hanu calls up his allies to defend against the surprise attack. The townsfolk of Nightmareville and the crew team up in solidarity. The crowd joins forces to rout Boss Stone and his attacks. TikTok friendship bonds the future? Let's do this as number 2 first. The night before the battle, the crew and the townsfolk stage a grand party. This might be the start of a long and grand event for the final feast for everyone. At the party, everyone is down in the dumps and is worried about the perils they're about to face. TikTok, I'll settle down back in Watch City and get married after this fight. Did you actually get married? Hey, Monarch. This is number 4, let's do this. This day, Brother Hanu gathers all of his mates, but doesn't say a thing. He just lets out a hum. But everyone understands his intention. The day of the counterattack is soon upon them. The townsfolk heed Brother Hanu's call, and are always ready to avenge their loved ones. This is for my great-grandma who died far too young. Okay. Oh crap. Despite the battle having been won, the number of casualties is tragic. To commemorate those townsfolk and crew who gave their lives, Brother Hanu hosts a funeral. Sister Wildflower sings a funeral dirge, with Brother Hanu making a sorrowful hum during the song. In the face of 1,000 words can only assemble to become a sigh, or their smiles and tears felt the meaning of life. The power of life, we can't resist it and we can't predict it. I suppose this is the source of tragedy. You know, this is where the storylines can branch. TikTok, you invest here will push the story toward different endings. No, I see. Let's finish the editing of this classic ending first, and go experience other endings. Alright. During this battle, Nightmareville pays a heavy price for defeating Boss Stone. But the plutocratic Boss Stone is able to stage a comeback. The townsfolk are very anxious and all propose that Brother Hanu conduct peace talks. Brother Hanu rejected the proposal for negotiations. He vowed to completely drive Boss Stone out of town. Tick-tock. Half-measured resistance is the same as resistance at all. You mean no resistance? What do you mean? Let's continue. Incoming showdown. 5 acts. Under Brother Hanu's leadership, Nightmareville once again defeats Boss Stone. But there is no elation of victory on the townsfolk and crew's faces. In this war they have lost too many comrades. And the aloof and merciless Brother Hanu has decided to fight till the end. Tick-tock, the crocodiles have eaten so many of our friends. We may lose even more of them in the battles to come. But Brother Hanu is right, we must fight on. Tick-tock, for our dearly departed comrades, we must not rest our feet here. My friend, let's continue the fight, for Nightmareville's happiness and for the Compass's glory. The savage war rages on. Clocky and Brother Hanu believe that their resilience will pay off. But for the other townsfolk, such hope is just too much to ask for. Facing such a chaotic turn of events, some townsfolk choose to defy orders and become lackeys of Boss Stone, or turncoats, while others choose to start from scratch and become the next Brother Hanu. Brother Hanu feels very lost. He never expected his persistence to lead to everyone's betrayal. Fine, he did think about it, but he doesn't regret it. Brother Hanu keeps fighting, causing a rift among some of the townsfolk. Even his old mates who once rallied around him are now beginning to turn against him. But Gloggy trusts that his partner is right, and he's determined to help Brother Hanu defend the town. TikTok, even once all the so glad in the world has been drunk, you still have to be the top dog of Nightmareville. Mr. Soda is still hanging around Brother Hanu and believes his Soul Glad can one day pull in more profits than even Boss Stone on this day. He leaves the house, stone cold drunk, and wants to sell Shopkeeper Leaf some of his soda. Shopkeeper Leaf hates Mr. Soda's soda, so he harshly kicks him out. Ever see anyone water their garden with soda? At night, Brother Hanu appears in front of Clucky's house to talk about some dreams he's been having, but Brother Hanu only lets out a humph. Somehow Clucky completely understands what he means. Brother Hanu's wish is to turn Nightmareville into Dreamville, who isn't filled with inspiration upon hearing what? That. Brother Hanu's masked clowns are preparing many fireworks for the enemies and want to blow them all to smithereens. But while transporting the fireworks, a stray bullet lands in the middle of them. The flames from the fireworks display catch the enemy's attention. Nobody even hears him laughing anymore, and his mask becomes a turning cog of joy. Enemy artillery lights up the stronghold, and Brother Hanu's underling, Crybaby, condenses his tears into rainwater to douse the flames, but he cries so much that the tears flood into a river. Into a river? Man, there's so much sadness here. There's so much, bad stuff. Now here's the good stuff. Even number. Oh, I see. Brother Hanu catches a traitor in the military ranks, whose intel only ends up betraying the masked clowns and crybabies. He points his launcher into the air and takes aim at the traitor's head. Brother Hanu decides to spare his life, thanks to the exhortation of Clucky. TikTok, let him have his life, our forces could use him. Clucky hears the bad news about his mates and is overwhelmed with grief. He knows that if Brother Hanu doesn't put an end to this ridiculous struggle, then more and more friends will be harmed. Clucky remembers the times he used to spend with the masked clowns and crybabies. So the masked fools and the mourning actors. Wrath rushes up onto his clock dial, twisting and spinning into a cog of rage. Tick-tock, kill, kill, kill. Okay. The decisive battle looms imminent. While Brother Hanu's military is mighty, Bastone and the rebels cannot be underestimated. Clocky starts to think over the next steps to guarantee Brother Hanu isn't defeated. Clocky's hands are spinning around and round, but still isn't able to think up a good idea. TikTok, don't worry, let's just do it. Clocky's rage gradually simmers down now that the traitor has been taken care of. He knows that his past mates wouldn't want to see him like this, perhaps. Clocky recalls that all the laughter and tears the two of them shared in the past, as he gradually calms down and the cog of calmness begins to spin. The night before the decisive battle, Brother Hanu has a strange dream. He witnesses a storm, a huge tree flourishing, a lofty skyscraper being built in a vast wasteland, and then a clock being buried underground, before finally a song of tranquility. Huge tree. Brother Hanu wakes up. He sleeps in the same room as Clocky, and due to his loud ticking, Brother Hanu isn't able to remember the contents of his dream. Finally, Brother Hanu wins the war. He redraws the boundary lines of Nightmareville and pronounces it is no longer territory under Bostone's control. Tick-tock. What he means to say is that everyone has now regained their rights. The right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness, huh? Dreamjoy descends. Brother Hanu rallies the combined forces of Nightmareville and the Compass, and finally topples Bostone. Houses are built over the debris of war, and the residents regain their freedom. Nightmareville is renamed to Dreamville, because nightmares will never blanket this place ever again. Slowly but surely, this town finds its own happiness, and the Compass must continue on its voyage. Tick-tock, what are you still doing here? The Compass is about to leave. Me? I told Armchair Boy that I'm not heading to the next stop. Tick-tock, I have to stay here. Brother Hanu needs me, and so do the people. Of course, it doesn't mean that I've left the Compass. When Dreamville finally becomes a true dream, I'll return for sure. Tick-tock, the Mirror Princess and the Captain Revolver will stay behind with me. Won't you stay too? Alright. If you're not getting on the ship, it probably means you can't bear to leave this place, then I'll help you build Dreamville together. And just like it's always been, this journey... And just like it's always been, this journey has reduced the Compass's crew by a few heads again. A brave revolver, an erudite mirror, and a clever clock. Armchair Boy regularly reminisces about that brave revolver, that erudite mirror, and that clever clock. But he knows that they did not abandon the voyage. They simply found a new destination. No matter where the Compass crew is, the voyage will never cease. With Clocky and his companions staying behind in Dreamville, what challenges will he face next, and where will his voyage take him? Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 3, Dream Jolt Havoc. Gurgle, crab a ball, so glad, make your dreams a blast. Supported by the box office earnings, the Nightingales work through. They did fix it. Shocked theme park employee. Look, the strange markings in the sky have disappeared. My word, that must be the work of the new director. Thanks for your hard work, director. We have successfully released this film, which garners a lot of positive responses in the market. Also got to resume the refurbishment project for the theme park with the box office earnings. Look, the place is much better shape now. Still, I really wonder what kind of earth the outsiders mention of family did that even left the dream itself crumbled. There's the power of nihility. They only made a sword slash. The theme park is such a jerry-built project. Such a jerry-built project. Please don't say that. The Dreamweavers here are all extraordinarily talented. According to the watchmaker, this place was designed by Vaughn, a student of Professor Glow. There shouldn't be any problem with the quality of the construction. Let's not dwell on the matter anymore. Our Dreamweaver team, whom we hired with great pay, is going to spruce this place up. You'll see an all-new Clock Studios theme park soon. By the way, some clients in Penacony shopping district have shown interest in our film and want to collaborate with us to produce some advertisements. This will definitely bring us more revenue. Director, do you have any time to direct the commercial they mentioned? If it's done by you, the commercial will definitely be an epic one. Go shoot the commercial. Alright, I'll let the advertiser know. Looking press here to view a list of commercials provided by sponsors. Don't, that's how finishing shooting the commercial. You know what? I'll be good. So today I can't really stream too much because, you know, we have some children here. And yeah, I'll stream next time, I guess. A bit longer, maybe, just to get everything done. Hopefully there won't be so many tutorials getting in my way. Anyway. And hopefully I'll feel better. That too. I'll catch you guys next time. Beach.